Today's reading is Joshua 2 through 6. Moses was laid to rest on Nebo's lonely mountain. Israel's new leader, Joshua, stood on top of the mountain and looked toward Canaan. Israel's time to take possession of the promised land had come. Moses had previously sent 12 men to spy out Canaan, and out of those 12 men, only Joshua and Caleb believed that they could take possession of the promised land. That may be why Joshua only sent 2 men to spy out the land this time. The city of Jericho would be Israel's first conquest. Jericho's inhabitants were already in fear of Israel by the time the spies entered into the city. Word reached the king that 2 strange men entered into the city and were hiding in one of the harlots' homes. It was true. The 2 spies were at Rahab the harlot's house. Rahab hid the 2 spies from the king's men. Rahab told the spies, "I know that the Lord hath given you the land, and that your terror is fallen upon us, and that all the inhabitants of the land faint because of you." Then Rahab proclaimed, "For the Lord your God, He is God in heaven above and in earth beneath." What a confession of faith. Her faith would later be mentioned in the letter of Hebrews and James' epistle. Rahab requested that she and her family be spared once Israel entered into Jericho. And the 2 spies agreed, but requested that she hang a scarlet thread from her home's window. The spies and Joshua kept their word, and Rahab and her family were spared. Had it not been for Rahab's faith and the scarlet thread floating in the breeze, she and her family would have been lost. From that moment, she and her family dwelt with the people of Israel. We're going to read later on how Rahab married a man by the name of Salmon and how she was included in the genealogy of Jesus Christ. The scarlet thread waving from Rahab's window, which saved her and her household, reminds us of the cross at Calvary. The 2 spies promised if she would hang that from her window, she and her family would be spared. Rahab believed the promise and she was saved. Brothers and sisters, will you put your faith in Jesus Christ? Will you look to His scarlet blood that was shed for you and me? Put your trust in Him, and you too will be saved.